And hello and good evening and welcome to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark as OKC Comets baseball is on the air here on AM 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with the free iHeartRadio app. Dean Voles here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, producer and engineer, the YouTuber back in our 1340 studios. OKC Comets taking on the El Paso Chihuahuas in Game 3 of a 6-game set. OKC, the AAA parent club of the Los Angeles Dodgers, is 2-3. El Paso is 4-1. Should be a fun one. Gavin Stone, who figured in a no decision against Sugar Land, will start for OKC. No record, a 1.17 earned run average. Takes on Jackson Wolf of the Chihuahuas, who won in his last start against Salt Lake. 1-0 with no ERA. As we are ready to get this party started. As you see, the starting lineups for both teams here this evening.
And now, your Oklahoma City Comets.
All right, sorry about that. I forgot to plug in my headset. 7 2/3 of an inning for Gavin Stone, 8 strikeouts. We'll see what he does in his first home start.
El Paso, the center fielder, Forrest Wall.
167 average, no homers, 2 RBIs. He's batting left. Stone is at the mound. First pitch is called for a strike, and we're underway here at 7:05. Here's Stone's next pitch. Over to Ryan Ward, who picks it up and takes it himself at first. One away here in the top of the first.
Mason McCoy.
Get our game time temperature. Currently 46 degrees, clear skies. Winds blowing from left field at 8 miles an hour. Eric Summergill is our home plate umpire. Freddie Ferguson, Joe McDonald, and Carl Dixon at first, second, and third. Mason McCoy up, 227 average, no homers, no RBIs. He's batting right. Stone's first pitch. That's fouled away. Comets in their home whites today. Comets across the front in blue scripted letters with the baseball lining underneath the Comet logo on the front. Red numbers on the front left. Blue numbers on the back, as that is called for a strike. White pants, blue hats, brims with the OKC stagnant and the baseball going through the letter K on the front. Next pitch. Here's a fly ball. Rosario is under it. He will make the catch, and that'll be 2 quick outs to start the top of the first.
Number 10, Yulieski Gurriel.
Yulieski Gurriel up, 400 average, no homers and RBIs. First pitch for Stone. Gurriel bats right. There's a fly ball to right field. Keith is under it, but that's going to be fouled away. Stone's next pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Next pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider for strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go down the Chihuahuas. Head to the bottom of the first with no score. And the starter will be Jackson Wolf, 1-0, 7 innings, no ERA, 5 strikeouts in the win against Salt Lake.
Leading off here tonight,
Justin Dean.
Justin Dean.
Justin Dean up. Wolf's first pitch.
Ball one.
That's high for ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
Dean did not play last night. Last appearance was, I believe, on Sunday in Sugarland. Next pitch. So I'm going to miss for a curveball for strike one.
One ball, one strike.
El Paso in their gray jerseys tonight. El Paso across the front in black scripted letters. Black letters on the back, red numbers on the back, gray pants, black hats and brims with the EP in white letters on the front. Here's a ground ball up to the center field for a base hit. Dean is now aboard to start the bottom of the first.
The shortstop, Austin Gauthier.
Austin Gauthier up. 250 average, no homers and RBIs, batting right. First pitch for Wolf. Here is a fly ball to left field. That's going to get caught for a big caught. One away here in the bottom of the first.
Batting third, the third baseman, David Bodie.
David Bodie up. That's going to be a double play. The second for one. Throw to first in time for the inning-ending double play. No runs a hit, none left. We go the second with no score.
Leading off for El Paso, the designated hitter, Gavin Sheets.
529 average, no homers and 2 RBIs. Batting left, first pitch for Stone is outside. 3 for 4 with 3 singles last night. Next pitch. It's outside. Ground ball, Gauthier's got it. Throw to Ward at first for the first out in the top of the second.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Clay Dungan.
Clay Dunyan, 316 average, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. He's batting left. First pitch for Gavin Stone. That's fouled away to the left field. 4 runs scored for Clay Dunyan in so far. Next pitch for Stone. Swing and a ground ball past Gauthier into left center field for a base hit.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, Ryan Wilson.
Ryan Wilson up. Here's a fly ball to left field. Got to go over stats with Ryan Wilson. I'll cover his stats in just a minute. There's a fly out. 2 away here in the top of the second.
Batting seventh, the
286 average for Ryan Wilson.
Wade.
Tyler Wade up, 286 average, no homers and 4 RBIs. He's batting left. First pitch for Gavin Stone. Swings at the ground ball to Gauthier has got it. Takes it over the second, now in the inning. No runs a hit, none left. If that is indeed the case. Yep, no runs a hit, none left. We go to the bottom of the second with no score. Excuse me.
Leading up, the first baseman,
Ryan Ward, 105 average, no homers, 2 RBIs. Jackson Wolf's first pitch to Ward. Fly ball will be caught. One away here in the
Fifth,
second
left
inning.
fielder, Eddie Rosario.
200 average for Eddie Rosario. 2 homers, 6 RBIs. He's batting left. Homered last night. First pitch for Wolf. And this is not going to be gone, as that's going to be a pop-up in the right center field. And it's caught by the center fielder, and now 2 away here in the second.
The second baseman, Chris Newell.
214 average, no homers, 1 RBI for Chris Newell. Swing and a miss on a fastball down low for strike 1. Next pitch for Wolf. Here's a ground ball that's down, but the center fielder cannot make the catch as it gets a blooper for a base hit.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Aaron Bracho.
294 average, no homers and RBIs for Aaron Broncho. First pitch for Wolf. Swing and a miss on a changeup for strike 1. Next pitch. Here is a fly ball that's going to get down for a base hit. And now runners at first and second.
The catcher, Dalton Rushing.
Now bring up Dalton Rushing. So you see the replay, just got down for a bloop single. 353 average. 2 homers, 3 RBIs for Dalton Rushing. Batting left. Wolf's first pitch. Here's a ground ball over the first. Now in the inning. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the third with no score.
Leading off for El Paso, the catcher, Brett Sullivan.
250 average, no homers and 2 RBIs for Brett.
That's outside.
Outside, ball 1 for the first pitch. 2 RBIs in the last 4 games for Brett Sullivan. And here's a fly ball to right field. Keith is under it. He'll make the catch. 1 away here in the third.
Batting 9, the right fielder, number 4, Kai Murphy.
278 average, no homers and 2 RBIs for Kai Murphy. Batting left. Stone's first pitch. Swings at the fly ball to right center field. It looks like Dean is going to be under it. He'll make the catch for the second out.
The center fielder, number 27, Forrest Wall.
Forrest Wall up, grounded out his first time up. Batting left. First pitch. That's down low for a strike. Next pitch. That's way down low for a strike. That's on the same pitch, believe it or not. Next pitch. Swings a fly ground ball to left field for a base hit. Dean is trying to get under it as it goes almost to the wall. For the third, not in time for a 2-out triple for Forrest Wall. Now keep the inning going. I'll bring up Mason McCoy. First pitch. That's called for a strike on a curveball. Flew out his first time up. OKC trying to get... That's a balk, and that will lead a run to score. And El Paso takes a 1-0 lead just like that. That happened to the OKC Comets against Sugarland, where they had a runner at third, as here's a fly ball, deep left field. You can forget it. Goes over the scoreboard for a solo home run for Mason McCoy. His first home run on the season, and just like that, when I was just talking about that balk issues for OKC, it's now 2-0 El Paso. You kind of figured that was going to get crushed. 376 feet. That's really unfortunate for Gavin, unfortunately, as that'll be Uriel Goriel. That's called for a strike on the outside for a curve. He struck out his first time up. Next for Gavin Stone. There's a ground ball to right field. That's a base hit. That's going to go all the way up to the wall. And just like that, El Paso's continued cooking up something here in the third. Gavin Sheets. First pitch. That's called for a strike on a fastball. Grounded out his first time up, Gavin Sheets did. Here's a ground ball, and that's another base hit. Here comes the throw, the plate. It goes wide, and El Paso scores. The right fielder just threw it wide, and the catcher never got back to tag the runner, and the runner will score. It's an RBI for Sheets, and it's 3-0 El Paso. This has not been the best start for Gavin Stone here tonight. That's called for a strike, and that's on 2 outs. Clay Dungan singled his first time up. This is not what Oklahoma City was hoping for in the third inning, as that's fouled away. So they've given up a home run, they had a balk, and now they've given up another RBI to the Chihuahuas, as that's fouled away, and we'll try again. I mean, this is a good El Paso team, don't get me wrong. They are really a good team, as that's fouled away in the left into the grandstands. Now can they get something going here in this inning? As here's a ground ball. Gauthier has got it. Gets the tag at second, but now in the inning. But El Paso scored 3 runs. It'll be 3 runs for the Chihuahuas. 4 hits, no errors, none left. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. It'll be 3-0 Oklahoma City, trailing the El Paso Chihuahuas.
Leading off, the right fielder,
Damon Key, 333 average, no homers, no RBIs. Did not play yesterday. Down low for a strike. Damon Keith did not play yesterday. He played on Sunday in Sugarland. As that will be now a bloop single into center field for a base hit. On 0-1, just bounced over the mound, went in the center fielder. Justin Dean singled his first time up. Dean did not play last night. He played on Sunday in Sugarland. First pitch. That's a fly ball, and that's going to be caught. One away here in the third, rather.
Now batting, the shortstop, Austin Gauthier.
Austin Gauthier flew out his first time up. He's batting right. First pitch for Wolf. Here is a ground ball. Throw to first, not in time. Shortstop was so slow, and that's going to be a base hit. And now OKC trying to respond. See, as you look at the replay, he took so slow, couldn't... Yeah, he never beat him. I mean, the runner beat the person at... So that'll be a base hit. Now bring up David Bodie, who grounded into a double play his first time up. He's batting right. First pitch. Fouled away. He's 3 for 9 in the series against the Chihuahuas. First pitch. Next pitch. Swings at the ground ball over the first, and that's one away in the third. So he grounded into
the first baseman, Ryan. Whoa.
So that will advance the runners, bring up Ryan Ward, who lined out his first time up. He's batting left. First pitch. Ground ball, that's going to be a base hit, and that will score a run. It's an RBI single for Ryan Ward, and it's now 3-1 El Paso. So Oklahoma City now on the board here tonight. Trying to respond to 3 runs that El Paso scored in the top of this inning. Now bring up the dangerous Eddie Rosario, who unfortunately flew out his first time up, batting left. Here's a fly ball to right center field. This is going to be caught, and that will end the inning. So no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner and 2 runners left. The Comets are on the board, though, but they're trailing 3-1 as we enter the 4th. 3-5-0 for El Paso, 1-6-0 for the Comets.
The left fielder, Ryan Wilson.
Ryan Wilson up. There is a fly ball. Keith is going to be under it, right near the wall. He'll make the catch, and there's one away here in the 4th inning.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Tyler Wade.
Tyler Wade up. As Keith is going to be under it for the second time. He'll make the catch. That's 2 quick outs here in the 4th.
Now batting, catcher, Brett Sullivan.
Who flew out his first time up, Brett Sullivan. Batting left, first pitch for Gavin Stone. That's called for a strike on a fastball. 2 for 4 with 2 singles last night, excuse me. Next pitch, swing and a miss on a curveball for strike 2.
2 strikes.
Next pitch. Here's a ground ball. Newell is going to get it. Oh, he cannot pick it up. And it's out of play, and that's going to be
The right fielder,
an error for Oklahoma City. And it goes out of play, and the runner will advance, so that's 2 errors committed. He tried to pick it up, but just couldn't, as the first pitch is called for a strike for Kai Murphy. And then just threw it away, so that will be 2 errors charged.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Now if Gavin Stone can get this runner. Strike 3 on a fastball, that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. OKC leading it by, or trailing 3-1. He just threw the ball into the dugout in frustration.
leading up, the second baseman, Chris Newell.
Yeah, Chris Newell's up. First pitch. That's a ground ball. Over the first, one away now in the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aaron Bracho.
Aaron Brancho batting right. He's a switch hitter batting right. First pitch.
He's out.
And there's 2 groundouts to start the bottom of the 4th.
Now batting, the catcher, Dalton Rushing.
Dalton Rushing grounded out his first time up. First pitch. Here's a fly ball. This could be trouble, but it's not. And the Comets go down in order, 1, 2, 3. We head to the 5th. El Paso 3, OKC 1. Next week, Oklahoma City will be in Round Rock, taking on the Round Rock Express, the AAA parent club of the Texas Rangers.
Chihuahuas, the center fielder, Forrest Wall.
On assisted ground on the first, he tripled in the 3rd, batting left. First pitch for Stone.
Nope, outside.
Outside. Forrest Wall had an RBI last night. 1 for 4 with an RBI. That's called for a strike. Next pitch. Ryan Ward. Oh, he can't pick it up. And he cannot get the throw to first, and that's going to be another error.
The shortstop, Mason McCoy.
The third error tonight for Ryan Ward. And now that allows a runner for Mason McCoy to come up. First pitch. Called for a strike. The most errors Oklahoma City has had so far this season. That was about to be a quick, easy out instead, as that should have been 2 outs. Instead, it's 1, as that was a strike.
Number 10, Yurieski Gurriel.
Yurieski Gurriel, 1 for 2 with a double. That's fouled away. Comets have really need to just cut out with these errors tonight.
Nope.
That's down low. That's been the big problem for them, as this will be the 50th pitch for Gavin Stone tonight. Next pitch. That is a fly ball to right field, and he can't make the catch. It goes all the way to the wall. And now that's a double.
Now batting, designated hitter Gavin Sheets.
As called for a strike for Gavin Sheets, 1 for 2 with an RBI. Got action going on in the OKC bullpen. There is a fly ball, left field. That will be the unearned run right there. And it's a sac RBI, and it's now 4-1. That error really came back to haunt OKC right there. And that will be an unearned run charged to Gavin Stone. Unfortunate. And here's a fly ball to right field, and that's going to be foul. If only they would have made that out, it would have been big for OKC. Instead, this is now an unearned run, their first. And they've committed 3 errors tonight. Here's a fly ball to center field. Dean is under it, will make the catch. That will end the inning, but not before El Paso. It will be 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. Halfway through, Oklahoma City trailing 4-1. 3 errors tonight. That's currently a season high. As Ben Gelman calling on TV. Damon Keith singled his first time up. Outside for ball 1. 1 for 3 with a single back on Sunday in Sugar Land. Didn't play yesterday. That's a fly ball, but this one's not gone. One away here in the 5th rather, as we're halfway through tonight's game. And here's a fly ball to left field. It's over the wall! And he'll stop at second. That's a double. Went over his head and...
Runner!
2 away. Almost a mistake Oklahoma City just made.
Now batting, the third baseman, David Bodie.
David Bodie is up. First pitch for Wolf. That's going to be a ground ball. Over the first is not in time as it carried him off the bag, and that's an error for the Chihuahuas. They thought they got the out. Mason McCoy thought he got the out. As you look at the replay, this was going to be the third out right here, but he just threw him off the bag right there. And just like that, Oklahoma City has a gift, now bringing up Ryan Ward. Line down the second, single in the third. First pitch. Fouled away. This was definitely not what Jackson Wolf needed. Now it's going to be fouled away. Time is called for Ryan Ward before the 0-2 pitch. Here's a line drive. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to score a run. It's an RBI single for Ryan Ward, his second of the night, and the Comets now leading, trailing rather, 4-2. Second RBI. Is that going to be an unearned run for Wolf? It will be an unearned run. As here comes a ground ball over the second. That will end the inning. But an RBI single for Ryan Ward gave Oklahoma City on the board. But they're now trailing 4-2 in the heading to the 6th. That would be, let's see, from Oklahoma City's deal. No, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left. Gonna go ahead, and there's going to be some action in the bullpen. First pitch for Gavin Stone. Down low for a strike. Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Next pitch. Called for strike 3. 1 away here in the 6th.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Tyler Wade.
Tyler Wade 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch. That's fouled away up in the seats. 1 for 4 with a single last night for Tyler Wade. There's a fly ball. Dean is under it, will make the catch, and there's 2 away here in the 6th.
Now batting, catcher, Brett Sullivan.
Brett Sullivan 0 for 2 with a fly out. Let's see if Oklahoma City can redeem themselves after giving up 2 errors. Like they will. Rosario's under it, and El Paso is now down in order. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Oklahoma City trails 4-2. 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Chihuahuas. 2 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for the Comets. Dean Volos here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Single in the second, ground out in the 4th. The YouTuber, our producer and engineer, back in our 1340 studios here tonight. As Chris Newell hits a fly ball to left field, and it will be caught by the left fielder. 1 away here in the 6th. Aaron Broncho 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch for Wolf. That one's going to be in the crowd. 1 for 5 with a single last night for Aaron Broncho. As here's a fly ball to center field. That's going to be a base hit. That's heading for the wall right there. Rounding for second. Here is the throw. He'll stop there. A big hit for Aaron Broncho. As now he brings up the tying run at the plate. I mean, he smashed that ball to right center field. Went all the way to the wall. That's pretty good right there. Is now bring up Dalton rushing. Ground down the second, flew out in the fourth. First pitch. That'll be a ground ball to second, over the first. But he does advance the runner to third.
The right fielder, number 30, Keith.
Damon Keith is now up. First pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball. That's high for strike one. Oklahoma City trying to not let this, as that's fouled away. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the seventh. We go. El Paso 4, Oklahoma City 2.
Leading off for the Chihuahuas, the right fielder, number 4, Ty Murphy.
First pitch for Gavin Stone. That's called for a strike. Next pitch. That is a ground ball to right field. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Dean is going to get to second. Throw is not in time, and that's a triple to start off the top of the seventh. I mean, he just never got to the ball there. That's a fly ball. If this run scores, that'll be it for Gavin Stone. 167 average with runners in scoring position for Walt this season. That's a ground ball to right center field for a base hit. One run is scored, and it's now 5-2 Oklahoma City.
Now batting, shortstop Mason McCoy.
Mason McCoy, his highlights, that home run. Of course, El Paso's been leading since the third inning. And that will be it for... That's going to be it for... That's it for Gavin Stone. As he will be departing after the inning. He is on the line for the loss. Of course, he didn't figure in the decision against Sugarland. Kyle Hurt, the new pitcher for Oklahoma City. So they're going to give Kyle Hurt a couple of warm-up pitches. First batter he's going to face is Mason McCoy, 1 for 3 tonight. His first pitch, fly ball, left field, and it's foul. That was close for Oklahoma City. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Series will continue tomorrow night. Another 7:05 first pitch as we continue our series with the El Paso Chihuahuas. Kyle Hertz, next pitch.
3.
Called for strike 3 on a fastball. One away here in the 7th. Ulieski Gurriel is up 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Struck out in the first, and he's doubled the last 2 at bats. First pitch for Kyle Hurt. Swing and a miss for strike 1 on the slider.
0-1. Ball, that's inside.
That's outside. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oklahoma City trailing 5-2 in the 7th. That's down low. That was a wild pitch almost. Next pitch. Called for strike 3, and that will end the 7th, or 2 away in the 7th rather. Gavin Sheets 1 for 2. Ground down the second, RBI single in the third, sac fly, which he got an RBI in the 5th. That's fouled away. Los Angeles Dodgers off today. They will be back in action tomorrow. As that swing and a miss for strike 3.
2 strikes.
That's going to be a wild pitch. That will be a caught for a base hit. Run will score. 6-2. Gavin Sheets does it again. Not going to make Gavin Stone any happier. Clay Dunyan 1 for 3. Singled in the second, ground out in the third. Flew out in the 5th.
That's a ball.
That'll be a ball. Kyle Hurt's next pitch. Swings and fouls it back. Now it's 1-2. That's called for strike 3. That'll end the inning. No runs, a hit, and a run. 1 run on a couple of hits, no errors, and a runner left. It's time to stretch and sing in Oklahoma. OKC trailing the El Paso Chihuahuas 6-2.
Leading it off, the center fielder,
Justin Dean single in the first, flew out in the third, double in the 5th. Wolf's first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Luis Patino and Stefan Kolek warming up in the bullpen. That's fouled away. Los Angeles Dodgers will take on the Philadelphia Phillies tomorrow as they begin their first road trip in the States. Remember, they were on their road trip in Japan, as that's a pop-up. And is that going to be catchable? Yes, it is going to be catchable for the first out here in the 7th.
Batting, the shortstop, Austin Gauthier.
Ball,
That's outside for ball 1.
I'm out.
Oklahoma City has made 3 errors tonight. Swing and a miss, down low for a changeup for strike 1. And here's a fly ball. This is going to be trouble. Right field. That's going to go over the wall. Heading for second. Throw will not be in time. It's a double for Austin Gauthier. If OKC wants to win this game despite committing 3 errors, they better do it. And yeah, that was kind of a mistake. Almost went over the wall for a ground rule double. That'll be it for Jackson Wolf. As Jackson Wolf will come off the mound of the new pitcher. 3 innings he's pitched. This is his 3rd game he has come out of the bullpen. Opponents batting righties, 333. He'll face David Bodie, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Double play in the first, ground out to a double A in the first, ground out in the 3rd. He reached on base with an error in the 6th. And here's a ground ball, and over the first is in time for the 2nd out.
First baseman, Ryan Ward.
Ryan Ward, 2 for 3 tonight. Lined out to the shortstopper in the 2nd. He singled the last 2 at bats. As that will now be a ground out, and in the 7th, no runs, a hit, and a runner left. We head to the 8th. OKC trailing 6-2. It's looking very likely El Paso.
For the Chihuahuas, the left fielder, Ryan Wilson.
First pitch for Hurt.
Ball, that's outside.
Slider on the outside for ball 1. 11,075 fans here tonight. Here on this, as I'm recording this, Thursday. That's fouled away for strike 2. Tomorrow night, Double-A Tulsa will be taking on Northwest Arkansas at home.
Nope.
And that's outside. Over the first on a drop 3rd strike, and he's out at first. 1 away here in the 8th. Tyler Wade is due up.
14, second baseman, Tyler Wade.
Jackson Wolf on the line for the win. It'll be his 2nd win on the year. Remember, Gavin Stone did not figure a decision in Sugar Land. He's more likely on the hook for the loss. Next pitch for Kyle Hurt is outside. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll be 2 away in the 8th. Brett Sullivan, who's 0 for 3 tonight. OKC trying to avoid a 2nd loss at home. Remember, they lost on opening day on Tuesday. They won last night. Now they're in danger of losing 2 of the first 3 games of this 6-game set here in Oklahoma City. Excuse me. They will host the Chihuahuas one more time in a couple of weeks, which will be the final meeting in Oklahoma City. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and El Paso is down in order. They'll host the Chihuahuas one more time before they head to have their only visit in El Paso.
Leading up, the left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
First pitch for Rosario. That's a ground ball to right center field for a base hit. 11th hit for Oklahoma City tonight. Now can they get something going with Chris Newell? Single in the second, ground out in the fourth, flew out in the sixth. If you just joined us, Oklahoma City committed 3 errors to El Paso's 1, as that swing and a miss on a sinker for strike 1. Here's a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aaron Bracho.
Aaron Bracho. Time was called, by the way, before the first pitch. Single in the second, ground out in the fourth, double in the sixth. Next pitch, that's out. That's called for a strike. Should have been ball 1. Clip part of the strike zone. Next pitch. Here's a fly ball to left center field. One away in the third. Throw to third is not in time. And that will be it for the pitcher.
Now pitching for El Paso,
Tom Cosgrove, the new pitcher.
59, Tom Cosgrove.
I want to make sure I'm still alive, and I am.
Catcher,
Dalton rushing the batter. Ground out in the second, flew out in the fourth, and another ground out in the sixth. He's 0 for 3 here tonight. First pitch. Swing and a miss on a SW for strike 1. 9 runners left on base for the Comets, 5 left on for the Chihuahuas. That is, by the way, a season high for Oklahoma City as far as runners left on base. And here is a fly ball. That will be caught, and that will score a run. It'll be 6-3. Oklahoma City trailing El Paso in the 8th.
Now batting, the right fielder, J-Bear Keith.
And that will be a bloop single. And that'll be another base hit. So it looks like Oklahoma City's got the tying run here in the 8th. Time is called for Justin Dean before the pitch. I'm going to go ahead and put Michael Kopak in. So he'll be the next one scheduled in. If you ask me. Inning started with Rosario grounding out, hitting a single. Newell singled. Rosario advanced to second. Bracho flew out. Rosario advanced to third. Rushing hit a sac fly to Wilson, which later Rosario scored. Keith singled, and Pareda will be warming up. That's the inning started. Swing and a miss on a sinker for strike 1. can't call time. Hold on. Next pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And here is a fly ball. Caught, and now will be the inning. But Oklahoma City did get a run, but they left 2 runners on base. We'll head to the 9th.
Now pitching, Michael Kopech.
Michael Kopech last year, 67 games, 6-8 record, 9 holds, 67 2/3 inning with a 3.46 earned run average, 31.5% strikeout, 12.5 on the walks.
Leading off for El Paso, the right fielder, number 4, Kai Murphy.
First pitch for Kai Murphy. Fouled away. Kyle Hurt, 2 innings, 1 hit, 6 strikeouts, retired all but 1 batter he faced. Luis Patino, an inning, 1 run, 2 hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Tom Cosgrove, 1 hit, no strikeouts. This pitch is outside.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. One away here in the 9th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Forrest Wall.
We'll see if Oklahoma City can get something going in the bottom of the 9th. I wonder who will be due up in the bottom of the 9th. It will actually be 2, 3, 4 hitters in the bottom of the 9th. Forrest Wall tripled in the 3rd, reached on base with an error in the 5th, singled in the 7th. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
That's called for strike 3, and that's 2 away here in the 9th.
Now batting, shortstop, Mason McCoy.
Ball 1.
That's ball 1. That's fouled away. Next pitch for Kopech. Here's a ground ball. Gauthier has got it over the first, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Chihuahuas. We head to the bottom of the 9th. El Paso leads 6-3. Can Oklahoma City get something going in this?
El Paso, number 76, Johnny Brito.
Johnny Brito looking for his 2nd save of the season. You saw his stats. Brito's first pitch to Austin Gauthier. That's a ground ball, and that's going to go in the left field for a base hit. 11 runners left on base for Oklahoma City is a season high. Grounded out in the 3rd, reached on base in an error in the 5th, grounded out in the 7th. That's fouled away. Oklahoma City would like to force this into extras. And here's a fly ball to left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And now the tying run is at the plate with the winning run on deck.
First baseman, Ryan Ward.
Now bring up Ryan Ward. Single to third in the fifth. Unassisted ground out to first in the seventh. First pitch. That's fouled away. Swing and miss on a changeup for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I miscalled. That's fouled away. Oklahoma City down to their final 3 outs here in the ninth. Next pitch. That's called for strike 3. Ward strikes out, looking.
Rosario.
And now Eddie Rosario up. That's fouled away. Eddie Rosario needs something to go here. Oklahoma City down to their final 2 outs. Next pitch. Here's a ground ball. That's a base hit. That's a base hit right there. That is now the bases loaded for Chris Newell. He represents the winning run. Ground out in the fourth, flew out in the second. He singled in the eighth, first pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup for strike 1. El Paso needs to get something going. Next pitch. Fouled away. I'm getting intense up here in the booth knowing what's about to happen. Yeah, watch out for the double play as the fans have said. Next pitch. Fouled away. We're going to go 0-2 again. Next pitch. Fouled away again. Holy cat. That's another foul ball. We're going to keep doing this again. Oklahoma City down to their final 2 outs here in the ninth. Next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Now they're down to their final out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Aaron Broncho, last chance to get some runs on the board. First pitch, fouled away. Needs to get the bases to score. Down to their final 2 strikes. Here's a fly ball, deep right field. It's gone! It's gone! It's gone! For a walk-off grand slam! It's a walk-off grand slam! A walk-off grand slam for OKC! And they beat the Chihuahuas! The same way they did it last year on my birthday! They have walked off the Chihuahuas! The first walk-off for Oklahoma City! It's a grand slam! And Oklahoma City, who was down to their final strike, has come back to beat El Paso. Oh my goodness me. You could have not scripted a great finish. And the Comets will take the second game out of 3. 7-17-3 for the Comets, 6-9-1 for the Chihuahuas. Oh my goodness me. One bit of luck. "17 hits is a season high." A classic. Wow. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. I need a breather after that classic. Michael Kopech got two, retired all three batters he faced, gets the win for Oklahoma City. Johnny Brito took the loss, was 1 out away from giving Oklahoma City their second home loss. It now becomes their second win on the year. Brito gets a blown save, and there was no save. Oh my goodness. And once again, the starter for Oklahoma City for the second time in the season. And Gavin Stone and Oklahoma City, who has not won back-to-back. As you see the stats there, I don't need to tell you how many. We already saw the fans there, and we've already given you the. Actually, it was 11 runners left on base for Oklahoma City, not 9. I take that back. My mistake. But 11 runners, by the way, is a season high for Oklahoma City. Excuse me. Holy cow. That was awesome. If you're a Comet fan, that was awesome. If you're a Chihuahua fan, that was a tough loss. As Gavin Stone, for the second start in a row, will figure a no decision. So I'm just trying to make sure this got saved, and looks like it did, so cool. Oh my gosh. That's the party train. As you know what they say, never give up. And that's also the first walk-off win for Oklahoma City, as we already given you the final score of 7-6 as far as that is concerned. Elsewhere around the International and the PCL, as we're going to go ahead and start this post-game show right now. We'll start with the International League. Lehigh Valley shut out Rochester 6-0 in the contest. Andrew Painter got the win, improves to 1-1. Griff McGarry got the first save of the season. The loss goes to former LA prospect Josiah Gray. Home run for Gabriel Raconis Jr. for the Iron Pigs. He actually got a grand slam and an RBI. And Marcus Lee Sang also got an RBI for the Iron Pigs. That was the only runs were scored for Lehigh Valley as far as that is concerned. St. Paul shut out Columbus 4-0. Matt Kinatero got the win, improves to 1-0. Luis Ortiz got the loss. He falls to 1-1. Kai Rosario hit a home run for the Saints. Former El Paso player Ty France got an RBI. Brooke Lee and Austin Martin got RBIs for the Saints. And those were the only runs scored in the contest for St. Paul. We are going to start with Wilkes-Barre Scranton beating the Syracuse Mets 8-7 in this contest. Jeff Hartleb got the win, improves to 1-0. Jake Cousins got his second save on the season. Albert Azalea got the loss. He falls to 0-1. Huskar Bazabin got the blown save. There was Jay Cousin got his second save on the season. Duke Ellis, Ben Rice homered for the Rail Riders. Ellis hit a grand slam. Dominic Smith, Yorbit Vivas, and Alexander Vargas also had homers for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. Ryan Clifford hit a grand slam for the Mets. And Rafael Ortega also got 3 RBIs for Syracuse in the contest. Memphis shut out Buffalo 3-0 in the game. Zach Thompson got the win. He improves his first win on the year. Nick Sandlin got the loss. He falls to 0-1. Only run scored was a Chase Davis 3-run homer for the Redbirds in the contest. Sugarland beat Durham 7-2. As Sugarland's hot streak continues. Hayden Waneski, who figured a no decision against Oklahoma City, he got the win to get his first win on the season. Dylan Lesko got the loss. He falls to 0-2. Brendan Rodgers hit 2 home runs and got 5 RBIs for the Space Cowboys. Ben Gamble and Cooper Hummel also had RBIs for Sugarland. Tanner Murphy and Xavier Isaac also had RBIs for Durham in the contest. Another shutout. Tide got shut out by the Knights 3-0 in the contest. Winning pitcher was Kai Bush. He improves to 2-0. James Karinchak got his second save on the season. Cade Pulvic got the loss. He falls to 1-1. The only RBIs scored for the Knights were Nick Martin and Brandon Dury, who had 2 RBIs for the Knights as they beat the Norfolk Tide. Nashville beat Gwinnett 6-2. Robert Gazzer gets his first win. He is 1-1. Nick Mears picked up his first save on the season. A.J. Smith-Shawver got the loss. He falls to 0-1. Manuel Margit, Brock Wilkins hit a grand slam. Manuel Margit got a home run for the Sounds, and Wes Clark also had an RBI for Nashville. David Fletcher and Nacho Alvarez Jr. had RBIs for the Stripers in the loss. Indianapolis beat Iowa 3-2 in the Zachary Taylor series, even though Taylor acts like a butthole, but let's leave all the comments aside. Carson Fulmer gets the win, improves to 2-0. Keegan Thompson got the loss, his first loss of the year. Peter Steletsky got his 4th save on the season. Jason DeLay and Matt Gorski got the RBIs for the Indians. Ben Krause hit the only home run in the game for the I-Cubs, and Matt Shaw also had an RBI for the I-Cubs in the loss. Louisville destroyed the Omaha Storm Chasers 13-2. That was a butt-kicking in that contest. Okay, I was on the right game, just making sure. Wade Milley got the win, improves to 1-0. Chandler Champlain got the loss. He falls to 0-2. In Gabot got his first save on the season. Home run. The only home run was a 3-run homer for Will Benson for the Bats. Novalee Marti, Quincy McCaffrey also had RBIs. Former Dodgers Edwin Rios, Gavin Lux also got RBIs as well. Blake Dunn and Austin Wynns also had RBIs for Louisville. Tyler Gentry and Gordon Grossens had RBIs for the Storm Chasers in the loss. Worcester shut out Jacksonville 6-0 in the game. Patrick Sandoval got the win, his first win on the year. He's 1-1. Yuri Perez took his first loss. He falls to 1-1. Matt there was no save. Tyler Miller had a 2-run homer for the Red Sox. Philip Sykes, Alex Benelez, Kristen Campbell, Roman Anthony also had RBIs for Worcester in the only runs that were scored. Toledo shut out Round Rock 3-0, as we'll go through the PCL scores in a minute. Jackson Joby got the win, his first win of the year. He's 1-1. Alex Lane got his 4th save on the season. Emmanuel Terodillo got his first loss of the year. The only home runs in the game, or runs scored, was Jamari Jones and Justin Henry Malloy, who homered for the Mud Hens in the contest. And that is it. Let's go to the PCL scoreboard. Isotopes snapped their losing streak as they beat Salt Lake 3-2. Let's go to winning pitcher Diego Costello. He is 1-1. The loss went to Robert Stevenson. He falls to 0-1. Anthony Rodon, J.D. Davis had RBIs for the Bees. Greg Jones, Adil Amador, and Nick Marty had RBIs for the Isotopes in the contest. Tacoma beat Reno 5-2. At Greater Nevada Field. Hagen Danner gets his first win of the year. He's 1-0. Jonathan Carissis got his first loss. He's 0-1. Drew Pomerez got his first save on the season. Roddy Telez, Mitch Hangler had 3 RBIs, and Ben Williamson also got an RBI for the Rainiers. Drew Jones homered for the Aces, and RBI for Garrett Hampson for Reno in the contest. Las Vegas beat Sacramento 2-1 at Las Vegas Ballpark. Hogan Harris gets the win, his first win of the year. He's 1-1. Spencer Blivens gets his first loss. He falls to 1-1. Bryce Eldridge homered for the River Cats in the contest. Brendan Malone and Colby Thomas also had RBIs for the for the Aviators in the contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Parent Club Los Angeles Dodgers had the day off today. They're back in action tomorrow against the Philadelphia Phillies. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who is coming off a loss back in the Tigers series, he will start for Los Angeles. He will be opposed by Christopher Sanchez of the Phillies, as they will play at Citizen Bank Park in the Phillies. Tomorrow night, AA Tulsa starts their season opener against Northwest Arkansas. So good to see our friends, the Drillers, because we will get to talk about their game tomorrow. And speaking of games tomorrow, we have our game tomorrow night against the Chihuahuas, as we have Fireworks Friday here at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Should be a fun series. 7:05 first pitch. Landon Knack coming off a disappointing outing in Sugar Land. He'll look to bounce back. He is 0-1 with a 4.50 earned run average. Victor Lazzaring, who pitched 4 2/3, figured a no decision in his last start, which was back on Sunday. He will start for El Paso. It'll be a 7:05 first pitch. We'll be wearing the Ciel Azul, the Oklahoma City jerseys. As far as that is concerned, that should be a lot of fun. Live coverage will begin. The Oklahoma City Comets 7 and the El Paso Chihuahuas 6 in the 9th inning. 7 runs, 17 hits, 3 errors for Oklahoma City. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Chihuahuas. As you see the stats there in this game. Michael Kopech gets his first win of the year. The first loss for Johnny Burrito. He falls to 0-1. OKC with the win are now have 2 wins. They're back to 500 at 3-3. El Paso has lost 2 in a row. They fall to 4-2. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios, I'm Dean DeVille saying good night from Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. Thanks as always for joining us. We appreciate your listenership and your support, and hope you will join us again tomorrow. You've been listening to OKC Comets Radio, presented by Heartland Flyer.